Welcome to Algo Hour. It's May 30th. It's Tuesday. It is 1 o'clock. And we got a lot going on today. I'm really excited. We have a surprise co-host today. Ted V2 is back for another round.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Ted V2 here. Better than Ted and the old Ted in every other way. All right. We've had some minor improvements to the contract since last time. I am ready to moderate this time perfectly, and I hope you guys enjoy the show.
He's gone through some calibration. I love it. And we have a special guest today, Sergio from, I think it's pronounced Parcision. Is that right?
Yep. Parcision. Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited.
Thanks.
I just about threw my mouse off the computer. Okay. I'm really excited about it. I think I've got my scene a little, I clicked on something at some point. There we go. But I'm excited. Welcome to Algo Hour. I know you've seen a couple episodes, so you kind of know what you're in for.
Yep.
It's a good time. So we've got the chat hooked up. I don't know. It's an hour of nonstop, just smiling so much it hurts for me personally. It's just, I don't even know how to describe the rush you get from Algo Hour, but it's really fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for wanting to come on the show. We always love getting to know new people, and we will be bonded by the end of this. We're going to be buds. So what we've got planned is we're going to hear from Felicia.algo. She does our Starcast. There she is. Hi, Felicia. But first, I thought we'd change it up a little bit this week with our games. I put a Twitter announcement out there, and I'm not technically prowess enough to be able to link a Twitter to a YouTube, but I dropped some alpha late last night. We are going to do a FlexTime giveaway today. So anybody listening to us live will remind you, but throughout the show, flex an NFT using the show's NFT Flextime, and then a hashtag live so that we know you're doing it right now. And we're going to pick a winner during our FlexTime. The panel's going to talk, and somebody is going to win 100 algo. So I think that'll be really fun.
Sounds extremely exciting and exhilarating at the same point. I'm happy for the winner. Hopefully they take that algo and put it to good use and buy some coop with it.
What a few weeks for meme coins, man. Something else. I don't even know. But the show got dropped some coop. So coming up in some maybe future episodes, we'll do some giveaways. This week didn't feel like the right week for that. So we're going to give away good old-fashioned algo. But yeah, there's a little bit of extra alpha. The show has some coop. So we'll see what to do with it. So yeah, if you're listening now, post your NFT using NFT Flextime, hashtag live. We'll talk about it later in the show. We're going to do Starcast and then come back and play our first game with Sergio.
Hi, y'all. I'm Felicia. Sorry, my dogs have been barking all before, the beginning of the show. Anyways, okay. So I'm a practicing tropical Western astrologer using the whole sign house systems. The second week of Gemini season is also a full moon week. So emotions are likely to be heightened, and the collective will be fiery and unpredictable. Fortunately for us, the moon is in a balanced sign of Libra as of Monday, yesterday through Wednesday, in the days leading up to the full moon. This helps us smooth over any ruffled feathers in our relationships and speak our truths while also tending to the needs of others. When communicating, make it your mission to listen, to understand, rather than to prove a point. We'll experience the Sagittarius full moon at 11:42 p.m. Eastern Time on June the 3rd. The combination of Gemini and Sagittarius also creates a strong emphasis on communication and learning. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, and people born with the sun in Gemini tend to be great communicators, They're also very quick-witted, articulate, and they're always eager to share their ideas with others. Sagittarius, on the other hand, is associated with higher learning and philosophy. People born with the moon in Sagittarius tend to be curious and open-minded, and they're always seeking new knowledge and experiences. So with the sun in Gemini and the full moon in Sagittarius, there is a strong emphasis on communication, learning, and exploring new ideas. This is a time to expand your mind and to seek out new knowledge and share your ideas with others. You might find that you are more interested in learning new things, whether it's through reading, taking classes, or traveling to new places. You might also find that you are more interested in sharing your ideas with others, whether it's through writing, teaching, or public speaking. Overall, this combination of energies is all about embracing curiosity and using your communication skills to connect with others and to share your ideas with the world. The full moon in Sagittarius is on June the 3rd, and it will affect each zodiac sign differently based on their natal chart. But for all signs, this is a very entertaining and eventful release of energy. So a brief summary for what to expect for each zodiac sign. For Aries, this is happening in your 9th house of higher education and philosophy, traveling. You may feel a strong urge to explore new ideas and experiences and even travel somewhere far away. Taurus, this is happening in your 8th house of taxes, other people's money. So you may experience a focus on your inner transformation, intimacy, maybe even your shared resources, or maybe have an ending to an investment or an asset that you own. For Gemini, this is happening in your 7th house of relationships and other people. You may feel a strong urge to connect with others to create more meaningful relationships, or maybe a very important night with your significant other, or something coming to light about a friend. Cancer, this is happening in your 6th house of your daily routines, coworkers, work. So you may experience more focus on your work, health, and your daily routines. Leo, this is happening in your 5th house of dating, creativity, fun. So you may feel a strong urge to express yourself creatively and to pursue your passions, or maybe a creative release or a hot date. For Virgo, this is happening in your 4th house of home and family. So you may experience a focus on your home, family, and your emotional well-being, or it could be an important event that's happening at your home, or maybe selling your home. For Libra, this is happening in your 3rd house of communication, short distance traveling, technology. Yeah. So you may feel a strong urge to communicate your ideas or to connect with others through your words, or possibly use this time to get some content out if you're working on social media. For Scorpio, this is happening in your 2nd house of values and possessions, and you may experience a focus on your finances, values, and material possessions. You could be ending something financial that you've been paying on or just spending money on. Sagittarius, this is happening in your 1st house of physical appearance, of self, your identity. You may feel a strong urge to express your authentic self and to pursue your personal goals, or you just may be showing off a new look or maybe a new hairstyle, whatever. Capricorn, that's happening in your 12th house of spirituality, mental health. You may experience a focus on your spirituality, inner world, and your subconscious mind, or maybe even a mental breakthrough might happen. Aquarius, this is happening in your 11th house of groups, people, acquaintances. You may experience a focus on you may feel a strong urge to connect with others and to maybe create a more supportive and nurturing community, or you might be ending an attachment towards a certain group of people. And last, Pisces, this is happening in your 10th house of your public reputation. So you may experience a focus on your career, your public image, and your reputation. So really quick, we follow the cycles of the moon because they have a powerful influence on our lives. The moon phases represent different stages of the lunar cycle, and each phase has its own unique energy and symbolism. By following the cycles of the moon, we can align ourselves with the natural rhythms of the universe and use this energy to enhance our lives. For example, during the new moon, we can set intentions, plant seeds for new beginnings, while during the full moon, we can release what no longer serves us and celebrate our achievements. By tuning into the energy of the moon, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, and use this knowledge to create the life that we desire. Remember to stay positive and open to new opportunities that come your way. More astrology stuff on Womp Crew Discord. As always, thank you, IRL, for letting me share what I love, and thank you, Algo Fam, for tuning in. All the love to you guys. See you later.
I love her so much. She's been just like I'm not gonna lie, I hope she feels the same way, but she's like one of my new BFFs in the space. And it's really cool to like have another lady friend to vibe with in the space. So I've got some games. Ted V2, can you count? This is a requirement for the job.
As long as it's not over 1 trillion, I think I might be okay.
I would be really impressed if Sergio could name 1 trillion Algo ecosystem projects, but we're going to play our first game with him. A little bit of backstory. Sergio, you were just finishing an accelerator, right? That finished yesterday?
Yep.
Is that right?
Finishes tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
On the Eastern time, it will be 5 a.m. So I got to pitch at 5 a.m. in the morning. It's going to be exciting. It's Axel Ventures.
Yeah, I saw that, and it showed me the time in their local time and not my local time, so I registered. And then I got the calendar thing, and I was like, oh, I love these guys so much, but I'm not going to wake up at 4 a.m. where I live to to watch it live. So I'm rooting for you all because there's some really good people in with that cohort. So we've got your group, Parcisions, we've got Algo Gator team, Noti Boy is in there. There's a few others.
Yeah, if you can remember, Algo Pop is in there.
Okay.
Proof of attendance protocol. There's a startup in Kiddle. Kiddle's in there. They're Web 2 merging into Web 3 in Singapore to do I think it's like contracts like private equity, things like this. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah.
We're getting you warmed up so that those names come right off the tongue for our first game with you.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So Ted V2 is going to help me keep score. Last week we tried this and we had to play back the tapes to get none of us counted right. But the idea is we're going to ask you to name as many algo ecosystem projects that you can in 30 seconds. We're going to give you an algo for every one you get, and that can go to the project or organization of your choice. So it's a fun little thing.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Ted, you're ready, right?
Let me get my calculator out and make sure I'm keeping count every time. I'm just going to literally put a 1 every time he says something.
Okay. All right. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Parcision, Algo Gator Finance, Galapagos. They're also in the accelerator. Kindly, Folks Finance, Yieldy, Lofty AI. How many is that so far?
Right
FIFA,
now, that's
the FIFA Collect, which is on the Algorand.
Okay. Yeah.
Naughty Boy, Dragonfly, Algana.
There we go. I love it. You did really well. I dig it. Ted B2, tell us how he did.
He got 11.
That's not bad. Good job. I dig it. All right. So we racked up 11 algo for you so far. I know that's not near what the accelerator funding we try to get, but
anything helps.
Every little bit helps. I mean, you can't overstate the importance of buying a dev a coffee. So
Yeah.
for sure. I love it so much. That was awesome. You did great. So the plan is we're going to do news, sports, and hear from our friend from the foundation. He's a dev, Joe Polny. Big fan of his. But Joe's traveling this week. Ted version 1 is traveling this week. So they have sent us some stuff to play for you guys. But in the meantime, let's see here. Let me just remind everybody. We have our own game going on with the audience today. Flex your NFTs with the NFT Flextime hash and then hashtag live so we know. And our panel is going to pick a winner. Somebody that's watching will take home 100 algo. Let me get us over to our newsreel.
Hello, this is the sports section, pre-recorded, brought to you by TED Technology. This is a quick little experiment we're trying to do here. I'm on the road and I wanted to still contribute my part and really help the community and do a little lift here. As you guys saw briefly on the headlines there, we had Jimmy Butler winning the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, leading his Miami Heat over the Boston Celtics 4-3 in the series to take a hold of that series, but more importantly, to move on to the NBA Finals. That'll be really awesome to see him participate in what will be an amazing matchup between that and my Denver Nuggets. Unfortunately for the Boston Celtics, who were this close to trying to be able to go and come back from down 0-3, they were unable to do it at home court, which is even more frustrating and disappointing for the fans that were in attendance. Shifting on over to the Slappy Sticks, we had the Vegas Golden Knights clobbering the Dallas Stars 6-0 to pave their way to a chance at the Stanley Cup Finals. That's right, they're going to be in the finals facing against the Florida Panthers, who have somehow managed to miraculously emulate this Miami Heat-esque run. So that's been really awesome and interesting to see. Some key notes there, I think, is just looking back at Aiden Hill. I remember I made last week, I made a prediction on Aiden Hill being very good, and I also kind of put credit on Ottinger is the Dallas Stars goalie to really kind of manage to try and take hold. And I was right on one of those picks to say that. At least one of the teams had a shutout tonight. Again, shout out to Vegas. They've been a brand new team really for the last 7 or 8 years, and they've had pretty much continued success for the majority of that. It's causing a lot of hatred amongst the league. Maybe not hatred, but jealousy to say the least. It's been a lot of fun to watch those games, and I'm excited to see how those finals continue to play out. Specific players to look out for in both of these series, looking back at the NBA, Jimmy Butler and Nikola Jokic are going to be two fantastic players to watch out for. If you have any opportunity to bet them on the Carrot Lounge or the Popcorn Lounge or wherever you do your sports betting, definitely take those overs. Looking over at the NHL slappy stick sides of things, I would certainly consider some of these different unders. I think it's going to be a very goalie-focused game, goalie-oriented game, and it's going to be about who can really go and persevere through some of these different long, arduous battles on the rink. That's kind of the high level of the basketball and the hockey as we're getting down to it. There's less and less games to talk about, unfortunately. But it is what it is. This is the nature of the playoffs, and I'm excited to continue to see what's going to happen here. Denver is going to have home court advantage in the NBA series, and Vegas I believe, is going to have home court advantage in the home rink advantage, I should say, in the NHL Stanley Cup. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, looking over to a couple other sports here, we've got the F1 race where we had Max Verstappen winning the Monaco Grand Prix in a very great fashion, to kind of dominant in ways that you would kind of anticipate and expect. I'm pulling up the stats here. If you give me 1 minute, I can get more specific with you. But as a member of Team Red Bull, he really does a good job at just kind of continuing to dominate. He raced in the Miami Grand Prix last month and also won that. So this is his second win in a row. And yeah, it's just been absolutely incredible to continue to see his dominance going through. This is definitely going to be Red Bull's year, and it kind of was going to be Red Bull's year. And this kind of continues to compound that. Verstappen got the pole in Monaco and then was able to kind of really just continue to ride this out. This wasn't necessarily anything unexpected, but it's just amazing, and I think it's worth to just kind of recognize this amazing dominance there. I was going to go into some of the numbers. I don't think we really need to go into it, but the long and short of it is that it's been a real dominant performance from him, and I think that's something that we need to look at. We also had the Indy 500 happen as well. That was a lot of different crashes there. I had a friend on the scene watching and looking and trying to give me reports here. I'm pulling up his report here as we speak. Give me 1 second here. And it was Newgarden that he said that was the win. And it was a really, really crash-filled race. I watched kind of the second half of it. Got a little bit distracted because there was a lot of different running bets or races and events, all sorts of stuff going on Saturday. So just trying to do the best and get it all going. But yeah, it's been such an amazing weekend full of sports. We've got a great week looking ahead, specifically focused on the NBA and the NHL playoffs. Once those wrap up, I'll probably take a week off on this segment as we start to really gear up towards baseball and some of the other different sports too. Don't forget, we had the Premier League wrapping up, so there's going to be even less European sports going forward as well. Shout out to Manchester City for winning that in a very dominant fashion where it didn't even matter really today. And shout out to Everton for winning a nail-biting victory against, I call them the Bournemouth, but my American accent definitely is not giving them any favors, but they didn't earn any as they lost 1-0 against Everton, as they were able to hold on and not be relegated for the first time since 1955. That's the sports section. Thank you so much. I want to toss this back to IRL. I know she's been wanting us to do different segues, but I don't know where she's going to put me. Thank you so much, everyone. Love you all.
Hey guys, unfortunately I cannot attend the show live today. I have a flight back from Greece on Tuesday, so unfortunately I won't be able to call in live, but I wanted to record this video and give you guys some updates on discussions that we've been having around opt-in friction. So as most people watching this probably know, on Algorand, if an account wants to receive an asset, it has to first send a transaction to the network, basically telling the ledger, I want you to be able to store this asset in my account. And this is useful for spam, but it's also necessary to factor in the cost model of how much space those assets take up in their accounts. So we realize that this is a useful feature, but it also adds a lot of friction, especially for like new user onboarding. And what we've been trying to do is think of ways to make it so that you don't have to opt in, or maybe the experience of opting in is a little bit smoother. And so the initial first discussion on this was a standard called ARC12, and the idea was basically you have a contract account that will hold assets for you, and then you can claim them at a later date. So if I want to send you an asset that you're not opted into, I send it to what we call the ARC12 vault, and then you can claim from that vault at any later date. And this is a current working implementation, but it hasn't been deployed on mainnet or testnet yet. It hasn't been audited yet. And mainly because we want to think if there's better ways to solve this before we implement it. Initially, we were thinking we're just going to be ready to deploy it pretty soon, but after some more discussions, particularly with the Inc. and some customers, that it makes more sense to give this a little bit more time to think about how we can reduce the friction even more. And maybe we end up a scenario with Arc12 and some other solution, and I'll be talking about the other solutions in just a second. But the idea is we really want to make sure we think about this clearly, get feedback, and do the right thing once rather than having multiple different implementations to try to solve this one problem. So in addition to Arc12, so that's the vault-based Arc I was just talking about, we also have NFT vaults, right? And this is a solution that honestly makes the most sense if you're an active Algorand user. You can open up your NFT vault, and I'll basically allow anyone to send you assets if you're not opted in, and then you can spend and receive assets from your vault just like a regular account. It's actually kind of similar to like account abstraction on Ethereum, where you basically have a single account or a single smart contract acting as your account in addition to your regular account. So great feature there from the guys over at Transaction Labs, but obviously not everyone that uses Algorand is going to have an NF domain, in particular brand new users, right? If you run into someone on the street and you want to send them some USDC, you can't really expect them to buy Algo, buy an NFT, and then open up their vault. And it's still fairly complicated for that initial onboarding, but it makes a lot of sense for existing users. And so we have these Arc12 and the NFT vaults. And I also should mention there have been smart contract implementations. I think AlgoDex had like a mailbox feature as well. But the problem with that is that wallets had no standardized way of knowing what their vault was or which vaults were holding which assets for who. And that's what Arc12 solved. It creates a mapping of on-chain, this is my address, this is my vault. And that was really the killer feature for Arc12 and why we had to wait until we had box storage to do that. So with that being said, we got Arc12 the vaults, and then now we are coming up with a even new pattern using something called logic signatures, or to be precise, delegated logic signatures. And if you're familiar with Algorand development, you'll probably raise an eyebrow at me saying that, because delegated logic signatures can be a bit dangerous. What they basically allow you to do is to give a smart contract authority to spend assets from your account. So if I create a delegated logic signature and give that to someone else, they can spend from my account if the logic allows them to do so. So, for example, you could write a malicious logic signature that allows any transactions, and then the malicious actor can get you to sign that and then use that in order to drain your account. And because of this, wallets typically don't allow logic signature transaction signing or give massive warnings for it. What we're proposing here is that we have one standardized logic signature, and the only thing this logic signature would do is allow accounts to opt in to assets for you. So basically, you generate that logic signature, you sign it, and then you can share it with people, and they can opt in for you. Now, the obvious problem with this is some people like the opt-in feature, or they want more open opt-ins, but not completely free, right, to reduce spam and things like that. So in addition to this logic signature, it's paired with a contract that will allow you to do things like whitelist specific addresses, enable and disable opt-ins, so on and so forth. So it's basically, high-level summary is you're using smart contracts to allow other accounts to opt in for you when and which accounts you want. So you can choose, I only want this account to opt in for me, but everyone else can't opt in on my behalf. I have to explicitly opt into other assets. You can do that with this standard. Now, one of the hard problems of this approach is that it requires you to share not only your address with someone, but your signature that you signed the logic signature with. And this is a problem that we think we can take a mixture of traditional Web 2 server and on-chain data storage to make it seamless for onboarding new users using that traditional Web 2 storage, while also making it decentralized and trustless by using on-chain storage. And it should be noted, when I'm saying storage, and the thing we're storing is that signature, that signing the logic signature. There's no security risk to someone getting that signature. It's simply a way to essentially create a different address for your account that people can use to opt in for you. So using a centralized database, it doesn't introduce any security risks. It just allows allows you to easily share that with other applications. So, for example, you create a wallet in Para, and then that wallet, and then Para will upload your signature to a database, and then any dApp in the ecosystem can get your signature without you having to make a transaction on the blockchain. And that's the big thing we're trying to solve, right? How do we get people to receive assets without having to make a transaction first? And so we think this signature approach is going to be the best approach. At least that's kind of where my headspace is at right now. I've implemented a very rough proof of concept, but hopefully in the next week or two, I'll have a fully functioning demo, like a web app, showing you what a wallet onboarding experience would look like. And for those of you that are technical, you can take a look at the source code and see how it works. So stay tuned in the next 2 weeks for that, because hopefully I want to get some feedback and see what people think, right? If you're a project creator that wants to do airdrops, I want to hear your feedback and what you think of the onboarding experience. Or if you're someone that has a dApp that manages a bunch of custodied accounts, let me know. I really want to figure out what the best way to handle this opt-in problem is. And by the way, one last thing, the Inc. has publicly came out and said that they don't think they're going to be able to fix the opt-in friction at the protocol level. And that's why we're trying to figure out ways to do it with smart contracts. So that's the update on that. I know it was a little bit technical. Basically, the key takeaway here is we're trying to figure out how to solve opt-ins. In the next week or two, we'll have some demos, hopefully, that I can share with you, and then you can give me feedback or anyone on the Discord feedback and join the discussion. There is an ARC12 channel on the Discord. The discussion mostly has been highly technical, but again, we're looking for feedback from all sorts of users and builders to really figure out, where the pain points with opt-ins are and, how our potential solutions might fit your use case. So thanks, guys. Sorry, I got a little bit, try to keep this under 5 minutes, but went a little bit over. But anyways, I'll keep you updated, and hopefully, the next time, next week for the show, I'll be able to attend live and maybe give some updates there as well. Thanks.
Did I just disappear? I don't think. I'm back. Look at that. I was just messing with you. What's up? Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, Sergio, to Who's Awkward right now. Oh, sorry. Who's active right now? I was got that wrong. How are you, bud?
I'm good. Yep.
Good. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
Hope you're ready for what's about to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not. So we're just gonna figure it out as we go.
Let's do it.
All right. So to recap, last week we did Turkish Get-Ups, Lassie won 200A, and Flag won 2 NFTs, a Haram Boy, a Scully friend, and he won 5 million Pepe, I believe. Flag just came out. Flying. Flag. But it was great to see. It was good to get involved there. And this week was Planks. And we got this Vlad, beautiful Vlad, with the shredded abdominals piece to celebrate getting your core active with Planks. You still got 26 minutes to get it in. So if you're listening and you haven't done a plank yet, go do a plank. Crypto for change. Here we'll talk about some planks. Sergio, are you much of an active?
Actually, yeah, I'm a volunteer firefighter in my city, so I'm very much active. We have a local gym, and it's very heavy. These hoses, once they're filled with water and pushing, they're extremely difficult to hold on to. Especially when you have almost 80 pounds of gear on you. And you're breathing through a tiny little mask. It's
yeah. Can you plank in your firefighter outfit? Probably, right?
Am I what?
You could do a plank while you're in.
Oh yeah. I have to be able to lift. I have to be able to lift 180 person.
180 person?
180 pound person out of a house unconscious.
All right, that's next week's challenge.
Yeah.
Lift 180 pound person out of a burning building for bonus points.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
that's a good one.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm active. Yeah.
I think you are. I mean, it sounds like you are. We'll have to see. We'll have to test you. So if you want to do planks before the show ends, You don't have to do it now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I have no room in the house. I just moved, so it's boxes everywhere.
But you can join us for next week's
Yep.
challenge, which is going to be insanity, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, we'll just keep going through, looking at our wonderful Algo fam doing these planks. We had the great IRL doing planks on a paddleboard on the water. Now, Sergio, in your fitness level, could you do that?
No, I don't have the balance.
I don't either. There's no chance. I'm in the water instantly.
Yeah.
I don't even think I can stand on a paddleboard.
Yeah.
Maybe sit.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. Yomos was insane. Yomos absolutely thirst trapped. I'm not okay with trying to compete with that, but I'm proud of you, Yomo. All right, so this is the insanity of this week. You may realize I'm running out of ideas. So I was doing laundry in my basement, and I walked past the staircase, and I said, "What if I can go up this backwards?" So I decided to make that the challenge. If you have a staircase, go feet first up the staircase. Shoulder activity as possible, and then you do a commercial break, and then we come back to the activity. Tech is messing with me. I love it. I love to see it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I always need to be careful doing this exercise.
Absolutely be
slip.
careful.
Don't slip. You'll fall down the steps head first.
I almost did multiple times.
Yeah. Actually, we have to do this in firefighter training. You have to jump out of a window, grab the fire ladder, and walk down with your hands. And like
head first?
Yeah, head first. Yeah. With gear. And you have to hold on to the ladder, and my shoulders pop out of the location. So I hear it pop out, and I have to pop them back in because there's just so much weight on your arms.
Oh
so,
my goodness. So it's pretty much a handstand, or like
it's a handstand.
Like a little bit of an angle.
Yep, it's a almost 70-degree angle. It's intense. Yeah.
Okay, so we accidentally did a firefighter training, algoactive.
Yeah.
So go
feet
first
your shoulders on this one. Yeah.
If you can, protect your shoulders. And if you don't have a staircase, just on the bare floor, you're gonna do walrus walks. Right, so you can't engage your legs. It's all upper body, and you just kind of shimmy like you're a weird slug person. Sergio, thanks for hanging out. Commercial break time, and we'll see you back for NFT Flextime.
This is the sponsored part of today's show. That's right. This is the sponsored part of today's show. That's right. We rely on you, the community, for sponsorships to really go and make things run around here. If you have any interest, contact IRL. Any pretty much social media applies. Zompet Cemetery, a mystical burial ground, is set to open. We've discovered goo, a mysterious substance used by the gods to influence the mortal world. This new finding enables us to revive and strengthen buried pets, granting owners a chance to reconnect. However, using goo requires responsibility to maintain balance and animal well-being. As the cemetery opens, a new era of pet rebirth commences, fueled by this incredible discovery. Let us embark on this journey, pushing boundaries and improving the lives of our beloved animals. It's a remarkable opportunity to create a better future in this enchanting realm. Zompets are set to release June 6th, 2023.
I tell you what, Ted leaves us alone to do commercial break for 1 week without him, and all hell starts breaking loose. Let me get everybody in here if I can. maybe some of you. That works. Let's see here. All right. Well, we've got half of our crew, but the website's working. I think. Oh, there we go. It's time to do flex time. I'm excited about this. I think I had said before, Sergio's not like super into the NFT scene yet. We're going to convert him today by showing him some flexy stuff and hopefully give away some algo to friends of ours that are watching the show today. See if we can't get Luga. I don't know where Luga went. Luga and Sergio just keep coming and going. I don't know. You know, you don't get this kind of excitement if it's not live. So, you know, more bang for your viewing dollar. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here.
I wonder if you can still hear me even if my camera goes off.
Oh, I don't know. I'll let you know next time you disappear.
I'll try
Am
now.
I here like a ghost person? Oh, I think I came back to life.
You did. That's amazing. All righty. So, let's see. We have, is that a too tiny?
I think that's a too tiny, yeah.
That's definitely a too tiny.
It's hard to tell.
Thirst over. Got some big brain belugas.
I might have paid people to flex their belugas today, so I have.
I was wondering. Man, I saw so many.
We exploded. I wanted to take over.
Bambino. Totally average, not so average cat. Say Meow Club, I think is what that is.
Is that not Rebel Brew?
Oh, it is. You're right. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. All right, this is dope. I really like their first.
I just pulled the trigger on that the other day.
Oh, good choice.
I didn't even see this was yours, but it's amazing. You
I
gotta
haven't even seen that collection. What is that collection?
That's Sea Folk.
It's Sea
Folk. It's the Sea Folk. Okay.
Yeah, they just had a shuffle of Dev Folk. On the 22nd, they sold out in like 2 days. I think today they just reached the first 8th of like, I forgot. I think it was like 1,500 algo with Dev Folk, which is pretty cool.
I've been needing to get my Sea Folk and like a Sakara NFT. I've been slacking on both of those.
Polygon now.
Yeah, I ended up selling mine because of that.
What?
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
So
Sakara's going to Polygon.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, so stay on Algo.
I also heard it was like a promoting issue. I don't know. So I don't know if they're really living. I don't know the truth. I don't really know what's going on.
They're just farming.
I heard they were moving to Polygon.
I heard that too.
Yeah, you're gonna need a Polygon wallet to pick one up, I think.
Or just buy more Sea Folk, you know?
I'm just gonna buy Sea Folk, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stick to I'll stick. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Polygon.
I have a few really good Sea Folk. So Sergio, Sea Folk is some of my favorite pixel art around. It's really good. The Tiny Horse, Too Tiny Horse, those are also pixelated, but it's a much smaller canvas. And those you play games with, you race. And it's kind of a big deal in the Algorand world. Horse racing is big time around these parts. Here's one of my favorite projects, and I don't know that I've seen this piece yet before. But this is from Mars Comics, and it's a Kate. You can't tell it's Kate, but it's really good. I like me some Mars. We've got, this was a multi-min that art by Felix did.
He did your banner, didn't he?
He did do my banner. It's amazing. I love it.
Nice.
Let's see. I saw a few of these spawnlings popping up for the live posts. Shout out, I think it's Mutant Mango, right? That is heading up that project now. It's kind of a cool story. We've had a few projects like that where the community kind of takes over for an NFT project. So I think that was the case with these spawnlings. if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
their shuffle is still live, by the way.
Very cool. I know I picked up a couple the other day just because I really like Newman. But let's see here. Maybe Belugas, Bonley. Oh man, so I don't know how we're gonna pick just one. Since Beluga put a bounty out above and beyond the 100 algo I'm giving away. This is a good one here. It's a Pyrenees pack. Beluga. Yeah, why don't you tweet the show? Oh, you can't.
I probably should have tweeted the show, shouldn't I?
I just had to tease you a little bit.
I'll learn one day.
Let's see here. And then there's Fuzzies. You posted this and I thought it was really cool. I just like these projects. I thought it was a good group. And that was before the Big Brain Belugas took over FlexTime. But we got a Big Brain Beluga, a horse, a shep, and then a Now Goes, which I really like that project as well.
And that's a shot from Narcos, the show. And then I just like swapped their heads for NFTs.
I never watched the show.
I didn't either, but we were talking about it, and I was like,
I own a lot of Now Goes. I have my
thing.
own cartel and everything. Yeah. All righty, let's see here. I like this Big Brain Beluga. He looks smart. He's golden. You can't go wrong.
You can't.
Let's see here. Love the flannel. I like the spawnlings. This one is actually a little scary to me. Like, I like the art by Felix a lot. I like the Mars. Oh gosh, there's so many good ones. There's a Pepe, the Young Brute Gang. Yeah, totally average cat. All right, guys, we got to pick somebody we like their flex for, and we've got more coming in as we speak. There's a Shep, Shitty Kitty, Pixel Pup, Lighthouse Keepers.
Should we each four pick our favorite, and then IRL you decide? We'll put you on the hot seat.
How about I'm one of the four, and we let Sergio decide.
Ooh, that's smart. That's smart.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, because then like everybody's a winner, and the winner is kind of like an objective.
Yeah,
I like that.
We all have bags to pump, man, right? We all own some of these NFTs likely. So, all right, Ted B2, do you have a top flex that you saw that you liked?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that kitty up there, man. I'm a shitty kitty backseat as it kind of is. You know, that's a shitty kitty, dude. That kitty's pretty shitty, dude. So it's definitely gonna take my vote.
Okay, so we got a shitty kitty.
Beluga?
I'm going with the golden beluga.
The golden beluga. Okay, Felicia.
I have to go with my flex. It's a pretty hard flex.
You're voting for yourself. You're like, I'm on the show. I'm gonna vote for myself. Give me that 100 algo. Let's see. So we've got the Sergio. We've got, let's see, this here, the Sea Folk. We've got the golden beluga. Where did that go? Here's the golden beluga, Big Brain Beluga. You saw the tie-dye acid skin tie-dye. I don't know what that trait is called for shitty kitties, but whoops. Got the shitty kitty. And I am gonna go with the art by Felix, I think. I really like a lot of these, but I think it's cool that we got a multi-mint in the mix. So this is not a one-on-one flex, but I think that that's okay. And I think it's a cool piece. And I'm down to buy some different mint, multi-mint projects. So Sergio, do you have a favorite?
Of those four, I would say the Sea Folk.
Oh,
soundboard.
It's
scheduled in, but congrats.
Yeah, congrats. Rigged. Congrats.
Y'all a bunch of haters.
Just jealous of your move. It was too smart.
I love it. Let's find that one.
So I won.
You won 100 algo.
Okay, we'll push the 100 algo to the next.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I thought you were gunning for it. Let's see here. I lost sound. It's coming out my speaker. Hopefully we're not echoing really, really badly. What we're going to do, though, we're going to play our Limerick game with Sergio, if we can get him to stop flashing in and out. I don't know what's going on with those two today. And then do the elevator pitch and call it a week. I think we've had some good ones so far today. I think I've got our sound fixed now. Are we echoing? I don't think so. Chat, let me know. But yeah, let's do this. More games. Let's go. Congrats, Felicia. And we'll think of a way to roll it for sure. That's cool. It's a good flex, though. You deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you.
There we are. Alrighty. So, Cody, I don't know if you've had a chance to listen to any of our Limerick style challenges, but I think they're really amazing. I'm such a nerd. I love a good Limerick. If we can get Sergio to hang out, we'll give him a minute. I would say, Sergio, try leaving the meeting and coming back, like reopening the link.
Yep.
And we'll see if we can't get you to stop pulsating in and out for us. How's the weather in Texas, Cody?
Hot. So hot. Yes.
Back in.
I'm in the Midwest, and it's very, very hot. And I can't imagine what it's like in Texas right now because it's hot here.
What side of Texas are you on, Feely? Oh, yeah, you're hot. Okay, I'm in Houston.
Oh, you're south. Okay. No one else can hear her, but she's south Texas, like the bottom of Texas.
So, yeah, I'm back in. I don't know.
You're back in, but I don't see you. Sergio's back, but we can't see him.
I'm in Houston. Yeah, just a couple hour drive. But yeah, it's hot here right now. It's humid.
Let me try to refresh this link for you, Sergio. Hang on. I honestly, there we go. I don't know why we're going in and out. Thanks for sticking with us. That's the excitement of a live show, though, I'm telling you. So this week for the Limerick Style Challenge, it's all people. The answers are people that we know and love. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. In crypto, a genius renowned, a laureate, brilliance profound. With blockchain, he's thrilled, his name highly skilled, solving trilemmas where trust can be found.
Silvio.
Yay!
In Silvio we trust.
For sure. It's almost like the AI bot knew that. Let's see here.
Is that I'm supposed to answer right away, right? Is that how the game plays?
Yeah, have you heard of our Lord Savior Silvio?
Yeah.
And then these ones are with Ted.algo. So we'll add that to whatever you got on your first round of games. Our chat couldn't decide if Ted V2 counted right or not. So we'll rewind the tapes. We'll play it back and make sure that we get you the 11 or 16 or 23. I think I saw the chat say maybe you had. But we'll make sure we add it all up. These ones are easy. There's 3 of them, and they're worth about 10 algo a piece. So congrats on number 1. I've got another one for you here. A tech mastermind, sharp and wise in the Web3 world. He reaches the skies. Algorand Foundation CTO, with brilliance he'll show. Blockchain tech is where his expertise lies.
John Woods.
Yeah. I dig it. Good job. I had a feeling I might have made him a little too easy this week. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. A leader with knowledge profound, J.P. Morgan's realm she once crowned. In Algorand she reigns, her wisdom ingrains, guiding with experience renowned?
That's the CEO, Stacy, right?
Good job. I dig it. All right, so you have racked up 30 algo in that game. We'll add it to the 10 or whatever, but the real prize that we have is at the end of the show. Oh, man, that's a really enthusiastic crowd. Okay. Nope, still going. So the real prize on top of that is that you get to pitch us all in an elevator pitch. And I know you've been going through this accelerator. So you should be a pro. You're going to show us how it's all done. But I feel like Ted V2 missed something that Ted V1 would have pointed out when we were live. Should I prompt you, V2?
Sure.
Ted V1 always asks people what they're wearing, but I want to give you a shout out because you are wearing the Gotham Football Club jersey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes. He has very nice attire.
Yeah.
My bad. I forgot to ask people what they're wearing today.
I love it. And it totally makes me awkward normally, but that was super appropriate. I dig it. So very cool jersey. I'm glad that you decided to come on and hang out with us. Sorry we had some technical difficulties. But I think, I don't know, let's check in with the chat. Let's make sure we're not missing anybody. Yeah, this guy thinks we got 23. I don't think it was that high, but got Ranner laughing. Got off everyone's camera in solidarity. Some days I wish I could. It is so humid here. I was like, guys, my hair is frizzy. Cutting off the camera and blaming the tech would have been a wise move. I agree, Smokey. Let's see here. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anyone else. I'm going to need clarification from Smokey that his was not a totally average cat. It was a TWC. That's why Freaky hates it. Totally wise cat. Okay. I'm going to need to do some homework because I liked it, but I like Freaky. So sorry, Freaky. I'm going to get down to the bottom of that for sure. Yeah, wise cats are dope as hell, which is funny because we used to have dope cats. Moving on. Let's see here. I didn't know it was a project. Lies, all three of you look fantastic today. Okay. That's a win. Extra fox. I appreciate it. Okay. Are you ready, Sergio? You're going to pitch us all?
Yep.
All righty. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really, it's fun. We'll try to get Ted V2 to come back again for us. He very graciously filled in when Ted V1 had to travel. He was temporarily recalled suddenly. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, Cody. I appreciate you, Big Ted.
No problem. Always happy here to replace old Ted.
All right. Elevator pitch time.
Well, we know Max. We heard about Max Verstappen winning the Monaco race in the sports section, and we know Max is a great driver because he showcased his skills against multiple competitors last Saturday. Now, how do we know who's the best financial analyst? Who gets to manage the multi-billion-dollar portfolios on Wall Street? Today's hiring practice focuses on candidates from target schools. Think Ivy League schools with people with extensive network connections. Think family and friends. But shouldn't be based on skills, no matter where you're from, what career path you took, your sex, skin color, religion. And that's what Parcision does. Parcision lets you test your financial skills, and it uses the Algorand blockchain to prove to the world your skill level. So anyone in the world can showcase their skills with the goal of laying a rewarding career in the financial industry or become a verified content creator. So if you want to help change the DNA of Wall Street, join and start testing your skills today. Also, we're going to start a Star Analyst of the Week competition. So participate to win $100. And finally, check out Axel Ventures demo day, which is going to happen in less than 15 hours. I'll post a link to that in the YouTube channel.